On this sweltering hot day, I'm going to show you how to maintain your Lexus CT200h to keep it running well and returning those excellent MPGs. Welcome back to the Auto Obsessive Garage. Chadwick with you again for another installment of the Mechanic Roleplay series. On today's episode, we are going to take the Lexus CT200h you see behind me and do some routine maintenance. This is stuff you want to do, guys, especially if your CT is getting up there. Over the 100,000 mile mark is a great time to start doing this. So what we're going to touch upon today is doing spark plugs, replacing the air filter, doing an oil change, and really making this car, perform the way it should. This is routine maintenance that needs to be done regularly. So let's go ahead, knock it out, take care of our dailies, guys. We still have to respect these things get us around every day, and in this case, get us great fuel economy. So let's get in the driveway and get some work done. All right, now we're getting a peek behind that access panel. Obviously right here is your oil drain plug. Super simple there. Over here is the oil filter cap where you need that special removal tool. You will need that to remove this cap, and the filter is underneath. It's one of those paper filters, so you're going to slide that out, replace the O-rings that should be coming with your replacement one, and put the new one back in, secure the cap back on. But pretty straightforward. As you can see, it is pretty clean under here. Now if you have any leaks, you will see them around here. This is a good place. The oil pan's usually the lowest part of the car, so if there are any leaks present, you do know you have a leak upstream. Could be a valve cover, could be anything else. So good indicator there. That's why oil changers are so important. They tell you so much about the health of your car, but obviously with this example, we're looking pretty good. Let's get this oil drained and replace this filter. All right, we're gonna let that oil continue to drip out like it is. Color looks really good. I do change my oil every 5,000 miles. Probably the reason why the car is still running so well. All my cars are running so well. I take this maintenance stuff sometimes too seriously, but 5,000 miles works for me. And it will work for you if you utilize that method too. So let that drain and then we'll take the oil filter out. Here's the oil filter cap tool, shaped like this, locks right in, removes that oil filter cap. Super simple. And here is our OEM Toyota Lexus oil filter that we're going to be using. So we're going to pull that cap off, take the old one out, put this new one in, and then we'll be in business, guys. You're going to want to take the little O-ring, well, it's quite a large O-ring, off at the bottom of the oil cap. Grab like a hook tool or something that can easily pry it off, and make sure you slide your new O-ring on before you install everything. Go ahead and let the oil filter area drain out, as well as the drain plug. Give it a little time to completely drain, and then we'll install the new filter and then the new plug. And our new filter is in the filter cap. Let's go ahead and install it. Another thing you can do is come around to the engine bay. Obviously that's where we're going to put our new oil. Gonna dump it all down in there, but I am kind of a neat freak, so I don't want to spill too much of it. So we're gonna actually remove this plastic cover. We're also doing spark plugs, so we got to get in there anyway. So let's go ahead and pull this cover right off. Now it's time to add the oil. We're gonna go with a Mobil 1 0W20. It's 4 1/4 quarts to top this bad boy off. So let's pour it in. Very easy, just popping that cover off. Now you can see what your 1.8 liter engine looks like. Obviously here are your coil packs, or your coils, that sit on top of each spark plug. You got 4 of them, 4-cylinder, super accessible. Love engines like this. So when we're replacing the spark plugs, we'll undo this, looks like a 10mm. Obviously undo your electrical connector, or you can, if there's a little slack, you can just kind of pull it up. I usually disconnect it just to be safe. Pull it up, you're gonna have usually a long rubber tube. Never done on this car before, so we'll find out what's under there. Connected to the spark plug. Then we'll use a spark plug socket to pull these spark plugs out and replace them. At 125K, it is recommended to do your spark plugs on your CT200h. So if you're doing another car, there is usually an interval for this, but it doesn't hurt if you change them in less time than the interval. So not a bad idea to do that. The other thing we're gonna do is the air filter, which the air box is right here too, so pretty easy job there. Super easy stuff working on the car so far. Let's keep it going, guys. All right, let's take these spark plugs out and replace them. So we do have the factory OEM replacements, the Densos here, Iridium. So the part number on these is SC20HR 11s. So we're gonna go ahead, pull the old ones out, pop the new ones in, and we should be good to go. So 10mm to get your coil packs out. See the old one and the new one. So I know a lot of people have had luck with NGKs. I actually love NGKs for most of my cars, but I went with the Densos just because it was the recommended OEM. All right, for some bonus fun, let's go ahead and replace the cabin air filter. I noticed it smelled a little musty when I was using the AC the other day, so it's probably due for a filter change out. So to access that in your CT200H, super simple. Crawl down here, you got your glove box, pop that bad boy open. There's this little divider shelf that should just kind of pop out, I believe. There we go. Got a couple clips, just holds it in. Back here you're gonna see a little access tray. Pull that forward. You can see back there, that is the cover for the air filter. So, should be pretty straightforward. Popping off some clips. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I knew where that smell was coming from. This is definitely the OEM one. Oh boy, guys. It's so hard to tell on video how gnarly these things are, but look at that. God, it's like all the way jammed up. One side looks clean, but look at this. Yep, pop a new one in. So you can see how gnarly that is. The bright white one going in right now is the new one. So we're gonna slide that in. Fits in there nice and snug like. Perfect. And then we're gonna fit the cover back on, put all the junk in my glove box I removed before I embarrassed myself. Just kidding. We'll throw everything back in there and we'll call it a day. New air coming my way. The final thing I like to do after every oil change is throw in a quality fuel system cleaner. This Lucas product works pretty good for me. Yeah, I know there's a lot of skepticism with this stuff, but even if it helps a little bit, it's my $7 to waste, guys. Don't judge. But anyway, just something I like to do at my oil changes. So I'm gonna dump this entire bottle into the fuel tank. Then I'm gonna give the car a scrubbing because it is a bit dirty, as our daily commuters often will be. So I'm gonna give it a scrubbing, and then I'm gonna check all my tire pressure, which is something I do kind of obsessively. A little over recommended PSI gets you a little extra fuel economy, especially with your daily. That's a great idea. So a little tip there. But let's go ahead and add this additive to the fuel tank, get the car cleaning, and we're good. This is a great day for maintenance. All right, the final step in all this maintenance is to shut off this annoying oil maintenance required light. So you want to make sure you're showing trip A on your display, which I am. and then you're gonna go ahead and shut your vehicle off. Groovy. So we are off. Now, we wanna hold the reset trip odometer button and turn the ignition switch to the on position. Continue holding down the reset trip odometer button until display should flash all 0 mileage, and then the maintenance lights should turn off. So let's see if that works. So this might be hard to juggle and do, but I'm gonna hold it. That should be it. So that warning would always pop up when you first reset the car. So let's go ahead and see if it actually works. So power off. And I know if I start the car, we should see that warning pop right up. Ready, set, and go. Boom. Lights gone. Everything else looks good. Good times, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And remember, take care of your dailies.